Hey everyone, it's Jessie checking in from Val d'Isère. It's Thursday morning here in resort, and things feel pretty calm and slightly muted to start the day. It's a fairly compressed update today as real life has slightly taken over my evening. So we're keeping it focused on the weather and avalanche basics. Definitely keep an eye on Radio Val d'Isère for any special events from Val d'Isère Tourism. And if you're thinking ahead to Après or the evening, some solid contenders are La Rosée Blanche, Coco Rico's, Le Petit Danois, Le Hibou, The Black Sheep, and Blue Note. Overnight in town, it stayed cold but fairly steady. Temperatures sat mostly between -5 and -3 degrees Celsius through the night, with a light easterly breeze early on that gradually eased and shifted around towards the north by morning. Winds were noticeable at times, but never strong, and there was no snowfall recorded overnight in the village. Around town today, it's going to feel quite overcast. Cloud cover is dominant and the sun is unlikely to make an appearance. Temperatures are expected to climb up to around 2 degrees Celsius at best, so a touch milder than recent days, but still cool in the shade. Winds remain light overall, changing direction through the day, with occasional gusts that could be felt in more exposed spots, but nothing disruptive. Up on Bellevarde, conditions are very similar to the village, just colder. Temperatures up top are expected to reach around -4 degrees Celsius. Cloud cover remains in place, so visibility may feel a bit flat at times. Winds stay light to moderate, especially earlier in the day, so while it won't be wild, it will feel more biting when you're stopped or exposed on the ridges. A quick local update on the Marmottes chairlift, which still hasn't reopened. A photo has been shared showing the new gearbox that's ready to be installed, and seeing it really puts things into perspective. This isn't a small, off-the-shelf part, it's a brand new, custom-made piece of equipment weighing around 4 tonnes, which first had to be manufactured and now needs to be installed directly on site. Everyone is very much hoping for a speedy recovery of one of the most popular chairlifts in the Bellevarde sector. Now, for a very important part of today's update, the Avalanche Outlook. This is a translated summary of the official Bulletin d'estimation du risque d'avalanche issued by Météo France. This applies strictly outside marked and open pistes, and you must check the full official report via the link in the description before heading out. Today, the overall avalanche risk remains marked above around 1,700 metres, especially on cold, shaded slopes. Below that altitude, the risk is generally limited. The main issue continues to be persistent weak layers combined with wind-affected snow. Above 1,700 to 1,800 metres, reactive wind slabs remain present on north, east and west facing slopes. These slabs are often hard and sit on fragile layers that are not stabilising. Triggering is possible, sometimes from a distance, with fractures that can propagate widely and produce medium to large avalanches, with break depths of up to 1 or 2 metres. South-facing slopes at high altitude can also still hold cold snow, so triggering remains possible there too. Warning signs like a whoomph sound or clear evidence of wind transport should be taken very seriously. Existing ski tracks are not a sign of stability, whereas a refrozen crust can indicate better local stability. Below 1,700 metres and on sunnier aspects, the snow has generally transformed and the avalanche risk is much lower. Natural avalanches are unlikely today, and cloud cover is limiting wet snow activity to low altitudes. Snow coverage across the massif is now considered normal, but caution is still needed on rocky terrain where the base remains thin. In sheltered north-facing areas above around 1,800 metres, some dense powder can still be found, while elsewhere the snowpack has been heavily shaped by the wind. Overall, this is a day for conservative choices, careful terrain selection, and proper equipment if you're heading off-piste. If you're planning to explore the mountains this season, remember, off-piste skiing is dangerous. Always take a qualified guide and never go off-piste without a transceiver, shovel and probe. And most importantly, know how to use them and practice regularly. That's it from me for this morning. If you know of anything happening around resort that's worth sharing, or a spot people should check out today, drop it in the comments. Have a wonderful day out there and take care. If you're finding these daily updates useful, a quick like and a subscribe to the Val d'Isère online YouTube channel really helps support the channel and reach more people who love the resort.
For further information, piste reports, and events sponsored by Val d'Isère Tourism, please go to radiovaldisere.com, the local radio station with the most up-to-date information. Forecast information provided by meteoblue.com, infoclimat.fr and meteofrance.fr. Conditions in the Alps can change quickly, so always check before heading out. Webcam pictures courtesy of the official Val d'Isère website valdisere.com.